So Blizzard is not doing very well right now. As you guys know, a lot of developers were fired from the company. Their stocks are plummeting. They did that whole fiasco with BlizzCon trying to push for Diablo mobile gaming. And a lot of it, in my opinion, has to do with censorship. Like, how can you know what your community wants? How can you avoid the conundrum with promoting Diablo for video gaming at BlizzCon if all you're doing is censoring people on the forums? Now, there's a lot of other reasons why Blizzard isn't doing very well, of course. But I do believe like a number of people are genuinely dropping because of the constant censorship. It even has gotten to the point where Hearthstone, as a video game, has removed the chat function. Like, you cannot chat with another player, and all of this is in order to protect people, I guess. I keep hearing like a lot of apologists, like why Hearthstone doesn't have a chat, and it's like, oh, because you're supposed to play it on iPad. It's like, bullshit. You can still chat on an iPad. You can still send text messages. That's nonsense. No, in reality, it's just Blizzard's, sanitize the internet policy. I personally stopped playing Overwatch when I noticed the wave of censorship coming that was getting to ridiculous levels. First of all, they censored, they banned people for harsh words, for foul language. Okay, fine. And then they started banning people because they were picking the wrong character, I believe. Like, there was this guy who was very experienced at playing Torbjorn in offense, and he would pick Torbjorn all the time. It was his main. He got banned. Another person was spamming emotes, got banned. The developer from Overwatch came on and said, look, if we catch you doing anything bad outside of the game, like we're going to check your social media accounts, and if, for example, you play Overwatch and you call someone a retard, I guess, and no one reports you, like, everyone is fine with that. But if a Blizzard developer sees you, they will ban you. They call that like being proactive. And I was like, oh, fuck this shit. I'm not going to support that. And now you actually see that it's happening to other of the Blizzard merchandise. It's happening to Heroes of the Storm. And it's gotten to the point that people are complaining on the forums about it. Many people over level 1,000 get permabanned for simply calling out morons who Blizzard throws in your team in rank to force a lose, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm actually surprised some people are making a new account and start this crap all over again. I have a reason to believe that Blizzard is banning high-level players to force them to spend some cash with their account to restore their hero pool. This is actually something true. Like, you purchase things in the game, okay? You play Heroes of the Storm, you purchase heroes, you purchase mounts, you purchase. You invest time in the game, they ban your account, and you lose all that money. Like, every single dollar that you have spent on that game is now lost if they decide to ban you. And they're quite ban happy as well. And I do believe this theory that this guy is having is true. I did see a lot more people getting perma-banned when they're higher levels than the people who are lower levels of play. I guess that could also be explained that maybe the lower levels people aren't really interested into flagging and reporting, and maybe, the higher levels are. I don't know, but it is nasty in this way, like, you don't get the refund if you have your account terminated. So there are people who I know who play League of Legends, they spend more than $1,000 in that game. Imagine, like, there might be people who do the same in Heroes of the Storm, and getting your account banned, all of a sudden you lose all that money. And I hate, like, the people like Felicious, the useful idiots, like, don't be a jerk and keep your account. It's like, here's the problem, right? This is a team-oriented game. Some people decide to win, and they emotionally invest themselves into the game. And when you have a twat that is being forced in your team, who is not cooperating, who is doing whatever he wants, and he is being disruptive to the game, there's nothing you can do against him. You can't report him, you can't do anything. But if you call him an idiot, now you're harassing him. So you're the one that gets the ban. And I have seen, like, times and times again where this case happens, right? Like, you get matched with a person that doesn't feel like playing, or they purposefully grieve the other team, and nothing happens to them. It's perfectly fine. Just don't insult them. And it's wasting your time. It's wasting your energy. I know people who get angry when they watch soccer and their team loses and they fly into a rage. Let alone when you actually invest yourself into the gaming world and you're trying to win. And it's like, it's loose is the current status of your gaping vagina. Like, these people will defend Blizzard no matter what. Like, they don't see a problem in investing money into a game and then having the developers take all that money away from you. And this is why more and more people are leaving. Like, people like myself, when I left Overwatch, I didn't go to the forums to complain because I knew, like, it's filled with useful idiots. Like, they come out of the woodwork to defend the corporation no matter what. I didn't bother. I just stopped playing. And I know a lot of people like me who decided to stop playing Overwatch because they couldn't handle this new developer intelligence that they said, oh no, we need to censor everything. And by the way, this is kind of a new way of approaching things. Like 10 years ago, there were no moderators. Like, there was nothing. You could join a Warcraft 3 game and talk whatever you wanted. You could say whatever you wanted. In Warcraft Dota, you could just type whatever your heart desired, whatever your heart content. This new idea that the developers have to censor everything is quite new. Don't be an abusive dickhead and you don't get banned. Again, like, you can join a team. I would really love to join this guy's team, Evil Midnight Bomber. I would love to be in your team and make your life miserable. And there would be nothing you could do. I hope that in an alternative universe, the matchmaking system puts me in your team. And then I will just start to be the most obnoxious, most infuriating player that you can ever meet. And there will be nothing you can do, And like, if you can stomach that, that's fine. Maybe you're like the Buddhist that goes on top of Mount Ariatu and meditates next to the lotus flower. And you can, stomach people having bad behavior. But the thing is, it's actually healthy to sometimes curse at the enemy player or the teammate. It's like something, it's healthy to let go. Don't just mute the person. Don't call them out. So, like, again, like, this is a very interesting business tactic that Blizzard has, right? So they're turning a blind eye when actual players go and disrupt the game. Like, imagine this, all right? Like, for those of you who don't play Heroes of the Storm, imagine you're going out and you're playing soccer or basketball or something like that. And there's this guy on your team that really doesn't, like, you don't know what the fuck he's doing there. Like, why did he want to come and play? Because he's not interested in the game. Like, he's just, everyone is running after the ball and he's minding his own business somewhere in the back, Maybe he's talking with the goalkeeper, keeping him busy and distracting the goalkeeper while, you're like, well, why is this guy here? And what's worse is that you can't leave either. Like, you have to stay there until the end of the match, right? Because if you leave in one of these games, you get penalties and stuff. So you're trapped. You're held hostage by that idiot. And you can't call him an idiot because then you get penalized. Like, all the money you invested is lost. So it's like, well, this is a really interesting tactic by Blizzard, right? Like, allow people to be disruptive. Don't punish them for playing bad and being disruptive. But punish the people that complain about the disruptive players, and then you ban them. So hopefully they will start a new account and then purchase things again. It's like, no, look, if you get banned, don't start a new account. I know the game is addictive. I know that. But, like, please, for the love of God, have some common sense and start something else. Like, do not be that guy. I would hate to know a guy that actually got banned on his account and lost. No, actually, I do know. I know someone like that from League of Legends, right? Like, this guy had a potty mouth. And he was playing League of Legends. He was toxic, right? And he invested a lot of money purchasing heroes, purchasing skins. Like, the guy that I spoke, I think, purchased more than $500. Like, it was insane. And I was wondering, like, dude, what are you doing? By the way, for a Romanian, $500 is a fortune. But he paid it, right? So he gets banned. And then he starts a new account and starts purchasing things again. It's like, dude, you are giving money to the people that banned you. Are you, like, no. I've been pretty mean to people. Tons of them say report, oh my god. And I've been playing for 5 years, no ban. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to think that it's the people that are high level that get banned, And everyone is telling, like, don't be a douchebag, don't be a douchebag. Look, I'm sorry. No, I am going to be a douchebag, and clearly this game is not for me. This is why I decided to stop playing Heroes of the Storm. And the developers are losing money because I decided to stop playing. Now, I know the argument. It's like, well, because if they would let people like me to play, I would scare off other people. No, that's not true. Like, other people can always just mute. You know, like everyone can be happy. You don't have to hear me hurl insults and abusive things towards you. And by the way, I'm usually like not that of a toxic player, but there are occasions when like things really get to me and I get angry as well, and I feel the need to pour some venom and vitriol. Everyone does. Like hell, I remember when I was playing soccer with the kids. You know, like everyone was cursing and everyone was throwing insults and stuff. And it was like the time when some kid's mother would show up that everyone just had to behave and everyone had to be nice and like all the fun was gone. You know, because it used to be part of banter, but now you can't even do banter. So just wanted to let you guys know about this. Not the biggest story that I have, but do let me know what you think regardless.